Man, that desire started back in college, and that was back around 2000. That was 2006 when that kind of started. I went to school and I wasn't sure what I really wanted to do. So I was a communications major and just trying to figure shit out. And I just remember one day having this photography class and not really caring too much about it, but just took it as an elective just to kind of do it. And I remember my instructor at the time mocking this famous AT&T commercial at the time, like a very popular commercial. And I just remember him doing that, and I'm just like, man, wow, how did you do that? And he kind of took me through the steps of, emulating everything. And from there, I kind of was like hooked, man. I'm like, wow, like, I kind of want to do this. I'm not sure what I would do with it, but, it's something I want to do. And like kids, I had a dream of going pro and, taking care of my family and providing that way. But, it's only so many LeBrons in this world, man. So that didn't pan out the way I hope. But, what that made me start to realize is like, well, look, if I can't, play professionally for a living, what can I kind of do that will put me in that realm with these same type of athletes? And that's kind of when it hit my mind, like, well, I can take, this video producing and, videography, cinematography, and I can actually, start to carve out a path in sports that will keep me in the field that I love and that I just naturally do, each and every day as a kid coming up. And, lo and behold, that journey brought me to a place where I was interacting, on a daily basis and working on projects with a bunch of athletes that, I hope to play pro with. So it kind of like worked itself out. And that's kind of the lens that I kind of seen things through. And that's the approach that I took. Like, well, if I can't be, a professional athlete, what can I do to kind of still be in the, you can get a lot of work. So I started freelancing my own stuff out in my own service at the time. So when I came up, when I moved back up into the tri-state area last year, around, I want to say it was July, August is when they kind of reached back out and things started to pick back up from there. And, everything was good because me and his relationship was like, we built a strong bond from our first time just talking. Like, he was a really cool dude, really down to earth. And, sometimes you just naturally connect with people. And for us, we just naturally connected. So that was cool. So when I finally came in for an in-person interview, it was just like, I don't really need to talk to you. You need to just talk to everybody else. But, good. So, from there, I spoke to everybody else and, everybody was on board with bringing me in. And it was dope, man. I mean, I was there I got there the week before we even started drafting players.
Oh, okay.
So that's when I put there. Before we even drafted players, I was there the week of that prep. Everybody was up front with you for the most part. At least everyone I dealt with. Everybody was up front for the most part. And everybody was very supportive, and they pushed you in a direction that that you really wanted to go. And I think for the first time in my career, when it comes to working for a company or a network, I think this has been by far the most growth I've had. And it's just been dope, man. It's been a great ride. It sucks that it ended prematurely.
Yeah.
I mean, who the hell going to predict a pandemic happening, man?
I know. Yeah. But obviously, I think for these XFL players now, I mean,
see how things shake out after the draft. Maybe after the draft, if some holes are still needed to be filled.
Yeah. But so. Well, actually, we got to see the virtual draft in the WNBA. So, did you catch on what did you think of that virtual draft with the WNBA? And they did a fantastic job. But what do you think of that? Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I was really interested to see how that would kind of pan out. And of course, with anything, when you first try it, it's going to be some glitches or some delays, or everything is not guaranteed to go 100% accurate. But I thought it was cool, man. I thought it was dope, and given the circumstances and all that you could do, I thought they did a really good job with it, man. And more so than anything, it was just great. Like, I always love seeing the players with their families. So to be able to see the women with their families and celebrating the people that, that really know you and really know the effort, the sweat, the blood, the tears, and everything you put into it. To me, that's always the best. So I thought it was dope. I thought they did a good job with it. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I know for them, they probably wish that they could, either shake the commissioner's hand or hug the commissioner or anything like that. But outside of that, I thought it was entertaining. I didn't tune out. I didn't think like, oh my God, I can't watch this or anything like that. But I thought they did a good job with it. Yeah,
but and shout out to Sabrina, man. She's giving me a who got the pick. She can flat out play. Oh man, then good job. New York Liberty got a good one.
He is a beast.
Yeah,
he's a beast.
Do you see any trades or whatever?
I do. I think it's going.
Or for me, I want. You can't pass up on these receivers. So I want a receiver like Justin Jefferson or Jerry Jeudy or Ruggs or whatever. Yeah, so I want either one of those three. If not, I will take the linebacker. I would even take an offensive lineman at that spot because Travis Frederick would be tired. So that's my opinion.
That's true. That is a big piece. So I thought he was done. I thought he really hung up the cleats and it was a wrap. Not because he couldn't play anymore, but the injuries and then just probably the mental fatigue of playing in that Patriot system. I was just like, all right, I guess it's he done. He had his fun. He made a shit ton of money, and now it's time for phase 2. So one, I mean, it was just weird to see Brady go there. So that was just weird. It's still weird. Just to kind of picture him in a different uniform is very weird. Yeah. So, and then to hear, just Grunt coming back. I'm like, what? Like how? What do you mean? I thought you were done. But
right.
Hey, man, that's what happened when you Tom Brady, man. You pull them strings. So, and that's a hell of a pickup, man. That is a hell of a pickup. So. And it's and kind of just pick people's brains and see how they got to where they're at, and if you can kind of collaborate with them and so forth, because a lot of us are very willing to give out information, to talk, to create. And if you just see everybody trashing it, then you're gonna be discouraged. You ain't gonna want to do it. So just stay creative, man. Stay creative. Stay producing. Stay collaborating with people. And build, and more so than anything, especially nowadays, this is I probably think this is one of the best times to be an entrepreneur. If you can get with your fellow creators, give me something upbeat, whether it's old or new. I just need something that's gonna get me, sweating. So I respect that. I like that. That's a nice line.
Favorite food.
Favorite food. Oh. That's tough, man. I'm a food guy. I love a lot of food. I will say this. My favorite type of food to eat is breakfast. I am hands down a breakfast guy. I will eat it morning, noon, night, doesn't matter. If I had to pick one food that I probably enjoy just eating, it's probably, I'm a big fish guy, so probably some salmon.
Oh, I love salmon. That's my favorite. Salmon is my favorite. Yeah.
There we go.
Favorite thing to do outside of your job?
Outside of my job, I play basketball a lot, so I'm definitely always playing basketball. And probably kicking it with my family. Basketball, kicking it with my family, and traveling. Probably, there we go. Basketball, family, and traveling.
Okay.
That sums up everything.
Favorite sports movie?
Loving basketball. Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted. To me, it was you either Jordan or you Kobe, when they were in their prime. So I was just Mike. So I'm just nah, I don't like Kobe. No, nothing Kobe. But my cousin would always just yo, no, Kobe's great, man. He's a hard worker and all of this. And, I kind of feel bad because I take for granted, the earlier years, not really watching him or paying too much attention to him because I was wrapped up in, Michael Jordan and nothing really else. But once I did come around, man, it was just a level of respect that I kind of just developed for him, just to see his work ethic, his approach to the game, never cheated the game, never cheated the fans, always gave his all no matter what. So for me, It was just, great to just see that type of example being set. And, just to take away from his mentality is no matter what, if it's sports, if it's your everyday life, if it's, your 9 to 5, bring that mentality to whatever it is you do, and you will see the fruits of your labor. So that's kind of what I took from, him and, just the way he approached everything in life in itself. So, yeah, just, it sucked that I kind of took him for granted in his younger years, but being able to kind of watch the latter years and watch him all the way up into his unfortunate hours you put in for, just the unconditional love that, you guys are showing around the world. For just us, for us people. And, the best thing we can do is, to stay home, social distance and do our best to just stay healthy so we don't continue to put, the frontline workers in any more, danger than they're already in. They're already in, danger dealing with this pandemic and, trying to save the lives that they're already saving. So the best we can do is try our best to curve that spike and, just hopefully, get it to go down and, just continue to pray for them and, just continue to show them love, whether you have people living with you that are a part of that front line or if you just know people that are a part of that front line, reach out to them, tell them you're thankful and just show them that, unconditional love. Because at the end of the day, all people want to hear for the most part is, thank you. Thank you, and I appreciate you. So, my family, as I'm sure all families do, definitely appreciate you guys, you women, men, and everyone out there battling, trying to help us figure this out. So thank you.
Well said. And there he is, Yo Chuuck, coming on my sports podcast. Everyone go follow him on Twitter, Instagram. He does some great work with editing content, and I'm sure that we'll talk again soon. And everyone, please. I'll be posting this interview on Twitter, Instagram, all my other social media formats later on today. And then everyone tune in tomorrow because you should tune in too. I'm having Jay Harris on from ESPN at 3 p.m.
Oh,
so it's gonna be, yeah.
Nice. I know Jay probably don't remember me personally, but we created some content with Jay Harris too.
Okay. He's one of the best. And when he replied back saying yes, I'll come on Thursday, especially on draft day, before the draft. Yeah, so I'm just honored. I'm really looking forward to it. So when you get a chance, you can just tune in and
We'll do. Man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
I know, we met through a mutual friend. And
Kyrie, shout out to Kyrie Williams.
Yes, shout out to my dog, Kyrie. What's up, brother? I hope your family is safe and healthy, man. But no, I just really appreciate the love, man, because you didn't know me from a can of paint, so you didn't have to have me on your platform.
Because this, like I said earlier in the beginning of the show, that I always like to bring in people where they don't get enough recognition. So now, when I post all this stuff, people will look at this stuff and see what work you do and other people do. So, but I'm really looking forward to talking to you again, and probably like sometime in the future. You can, if you don't mind, you can edit some of my content I put for the podcast.
Hey, we can do it, man. Let's link up and let's talk, man. Like I said, it's all about networking. So that's all it is. It's all networking.
Yeah. All right, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. You be safe and you be healthy.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
All right.